Oh man. Okay. I think this is gonna be another funny one, but this one's gonna be short though. uh, single mom flirting. uh, uh, well, at least it's Christmas season. Maybe that's a hot cocoa that she got her in her hands. Oh man, oh man. Okay. Flirting. Yeah. I have three kids, but I wish they were yours. Uh, this is how she flirted on the phone. Like, I have three kids, but I wish they were yours. I'm like, why? Okay, I'm actually. Let me just pretend right quick. Okay, yeah, you have three kids, but you wish they were mine. Like, why the hell would you wish that upon me? Oh man, like, why the hell would you wish that upon me? Well, I mean, if the guy is a simp, yeah, sure. Probably his response would have been like, of course they are my kids. You know I love these kids as if they were my they're all my kids because I love them. And I love you. And I will work 12-hour shift 5 days a week and to provide those three childrens with three different baby daddy with good life and also provide you with a good life too as well. I mean, don't get me wrong, you're gonna work too as well, but your money, I don't really give a shit about it. But yeah, sure. This is the conversation that a simp would have with you. He would definitely say, "Yeah, these are my kids. Yep, I'm gonna raise them to be strong, independent children and be productive individual in society." Yeah, definitely a simp would definitely do that. But since I'm not a simp, I'm sorry, man. But we would not even be in the same room to even have these conversations. You wish they were mine. Yeah. All these other niggas have been clapping that chick. Like, why didn't you tell them that? I'm like, why am I the one that gotta do that? Especially if you get your, especially if you take care of yourself, where you get your resources and stuff like that. Like they say, a man gotta build his success. A man gotta build his value. Women's are born with value. Like, I mean, financially, if you don't got it, as a man, you literally don't mean shit to society. As a man, you have to create your value. You have to put yourself in a position where you have something to offer. Because if you have nothing to offer, you have nothing to offer to society, you don't get to benefit from society. Like they said, only a small percentage of men actually enjoy what life have to offer. uh, it's it is a big world out there. There will always be content, shit to make fun of, or just laugh and have a good time. Because I usually think of the world as a big ass tree. Well, the world is a big tree because everything is connected, and each leaves on the tree represent one person, and each one of those person has their own story, and each one of those person has their own shit going on in their life. Each one of these person has their own chaos they gotta deal going on in their life. So that's just how it is. That's just how it is, I guess. But In that same world, you choose where you want to be at. Each branch can represent a different part of the world, a different place. So you choose where you want to be at. Well, I guess so. You choose where you want to be at. But like you say, but if you really look at it from a tree perspective, when the leaves is grow somewhere, they don't get up and leave. Trees, leaves, and each leaf. Oh, that was funny, yo. But yeah, sure. But my analogy of it is that each leaves represent one person, regardless where you were born at. Even though that the leaves can't physically get up and leave, but the in the real world, we are able to get up and leave the situation where we at. But that's just how I look at it, though. But sure, I will entertain this. Yeah, I can't wait to be a great stepfather to these three children. I'm gonna be the greatest stepfather ever, and I'm gonna raise these children as if they were my own. And even though that I can't get kids from you, and even if I choose to have a child from you, that's chaos that I'm gonna bring into my own world, so that she can have petty sex with this guy. Because only a fool will actually do that. That's why, Lily, you gotta find yourself a simp who's willing to take your kids and then treat you like a goddess. Because a real man will never do that. But look for yourself a simp who's willing to do that. Because if you get yourself a simp, you never have to worry about shit no more. Because he will love you regardless what baggage you bring to him. So you just gotta aim the ball where you can reach it. Because you can't tell me you got three kids and you need a man that makes $400,000 a year to go take care of a whole other guy children. Men don't really find that interesting. Plus, there are no value of being a single father. Not single father, of being a stepfather to kids that you don't even fucking know. There are no reward in it. Shit, you can't even discipline the goddamn kids. You can't even discipline them. And as a single mother, you should also be careful who you put around your children to as well, because the same guy can also be a predator. So there's different ways you can actually take that. But as a single mother, you should also be careful who you bring around your own children, because nowadays, there are a lot of people who are predators out there. And then at the end of the day, you can only blame you. The more children a woman have, and being single, the less likely she is to find a man who's willing to accept her with all that. A lot of women don't believe that, but it is true. A guy with a future ahead of him, who spent his life building himself up, is not gonna accept that. Like, straight up for real though, he's not gonna accept that. And once again, I can't stress that enough. You choose who you open your legs to. Female choose who they give sex to. They choose who they give access to. So if you are unable to make good decision to let somebody inside your world, well then, a good man gonna see that you're a lousy woman. So you have to be able to make good decisions for yourself, and don't fall for the same tricks that women been falling for since the beginning. Listening with their ears. You gotta listen with the action. The action should be the only part that you actually listening to. For real, for real, for real. Women fall in love with what they hear. And those guys know how to play the rhyme. They know how to play the beat. And they've been playing it so well. They've been playing it so well. We are living in a world where you can't afford to be falling in love with what you hear no more, ladies. To be honest with you, take it from a guy. We living in a world where you can't afford to fall in love with what you hear. So this motherfucker can promise you the whole damn world when he's actually fucking sleeping in his mama basement. He gonna promise you the whole world, but he's sleeping in his mama basement. What kind of bullshit is this? Like, for real, for real? But you fall in love with that. Oh, baby, I got plans to move out of my mama basement. Shit, you're a grown ass man. Why the fuck are you still living with your mama? And what what plan do you have for the future? And also, I always held women to a higher standard, but a lot of the times they can't even meet the standard. But at the same time, I also hold men to a high standard too as well, because I believe that a man should be competent enough to make good decision. I mean, don't get me wrong, a man will hump anything that moves. That's just how it is. But a real man with real value ain't gonna hump anything that move. Straight up. If he's just getting his dick wet, sure, he'll get his dick wet. There's nothing wrong with that. But he ain't gonna wife it. Ladies, you gotta make better decision. You got to make better decision. You can't afford to fall in love with what you hear. Fall in love with what you see. Fall in love with the action. Fall in love with the determination. Do not fall in love with fake promises. Do not fall in love with what you hear. These guys coming into your life and clap your cheeks and then leave you with a child and leave. And they don't give a shit. And child support don't mean shit. Why? Because they are deadbeat. They ain't got nothing to offer you. They ain't got no job. Child support don't mean shit. Ladies, shit, I don't even know what to tell you. But do better. Make better decision. Because every day is a day that you lost. Your beauty will fade away. Like, for real, you gotta tie a man down during your prime. Don't wait until you're older. Because I'm seeing nowadays a lot of people, female, are waiting until they're older and thinking that they can hold a man down. But you can't hold a man down if you're already gray. Keep a man in your prime, because your look will not stay forever. And then your look ain't gonna stay forever. Like, you literally gotta hold on to a man in your prime. And don't hold on to one deadbeat. Don't fall in love with what you hear. Fall in love with what you see. Fall in love with what you see, ladies. Man, there's so much shit out there, bro. It's not even funny no more. Sometimes I don't even know which way to take those conversations, what direction to take those conversations with. Because I've seen so many young girls are clueless, don't know what's going on in the world. Like, it's sad. Clueless. And then you got these grown-ass men who's just coming around and taking advantage of them. Why? Because they are clueless. And those guys are enjoying those fresh virgin pussies. And then later on, once they finish with these young girls, they move on to the next one. Usually after they drop off a couple babies with them. It's sad. And a lot of those young girls are young, innocent. They don't know life. And they fell for it every time. That's the sad part. Well, nobody give a shit. Life goes on. Video's over.